Yo, what is up, peeps? It's popping off. Little random Thursday afternoon live stream. I'm heading out in like an hour. I gotta hit the road to make it to the airport in time. Get to Blade West, but I wanted to try to sneak in a live stream for you guys and for me, obviously. I just wanted to hang out. Let me see. I'm gonna drop a link here. Copy. I only have like an hour, so it is what it is. But I'll put a link down there if anybody's not working on a Thursday afternoon or has a cool job where you get to do whatever you want. Man, sorry I rushed a little bit to get on. I was in the shower after packing and shit. Cheers to all of you folks on a Thursday afternoon joining a random live stream. Say what? That looks sick. I want some scales, please. Yeah, so I got images from Carbodice. So you guys may know Carbodice. He does the Demco scales. That's kind of what made him like famous. Was doing Fat Carbon Demco 20.5 scales. Well, as soon as we put the stout into production, I hit him up and I was like, dude, could you do scales for this knife? Because, you know, there's some people who maybe got my Carta because they couldn't get copper, or maybe they got copper, but they weren't sure they'd like it. And it's always good if you can mod your knives. So he's been working on it. And yesterday he sent me those pictures. He did the first set in the, I think it's Red Lava Flow. It might be the Mars Valley. And then he adjusted them a little bit because the screws weren't inset far enough into the scale. So then the 80s Fat Carbon, and I think I put another one up on Instagram. It's like a marbled or some kind of carbon fiber. Those two have the inset screws too. So, and it turns out he is coming to Blade West. So he's going to bring those to Blade West, and we'll be able to show them off and hopefully figure out what the plan is. I haven't talked to him yet about how he wants to sell them. I'm assuming since he did it that he wants to. But our plan with it was just to give people an option. So like, I wasn't trying to have him make me a bunch of scales and then mark them up and sell them. Like, I just wanted it to be available. You guys can hit him up and he can have them made for you, just like the Demco scales. That's the plan. You know, we're not making money off it. Plus, it's kind of easier all around that way. Yeah, sure, we could have made a few bucks, but I just wanted people to be able to throw Fat Carbon on their knife if they wanted to. So we'll figure all that out this weekend, and hopefully, if all is well, you guys can just order them from him. If you want to, obviously, you don't have to. The only thing with it is I don't have my stouts are all. Oh, wait, I have a prototype there. So QSP says they hand fit the scales, and I believe them because they literally number the scales with marker. So they hand fit these transitions, and that's why they're so good. At least in my opinion, they're really good. They're not like Riot good, but they're good. So that's the only thing that could be a little bit off if you buy the scales. It's possible the transition isn't perfect. It's still going to look amazing. It's still going to work great. You just might have, you might be able to catch your finger or something, or it could fit perfectly. It's probably going to be dependent on the knife, and you could always, sand it down yourself from there. That's what they do to make them fit. So anyway, what's going on, Josh? How are you, brother? It looks like I'll be watching this in replay. 3-hour nap time. Yeah. Those doubles are killing you, huh, brother? Colton, what up? Time to kick some shiny metal ass. What up, dog? Stephen Wallace. Hey, man. How's it going? Did it start? Do I need to reload? No, I was just a little late. Sweet. Thank you, Dave. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, I think he does a great job. And the 80s stuff isn't really for me, but a lot of people like it, including this guy.
Yeah.
What's popping, man? Where you at?
I'm up in Park City.
Oh, okay. How far is Park City from Salt Lake?
I just mapped it to the center. It said it's like 30 minutes.
Okay, so it's just kind of like an outside the suburb type thing. I don't think Salt Lake's very big, right?
Salt Lake's pretty big.
Oh, okay. My mom was saying it's not that big. She was telling me I gotta go see this temple.
Yeah, I think there's a huge temple. Like the convention center is like right in the middle of a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. If any of you guys don't know, this is Ev, Knife Ninja EDC on Instagram. He's a good buddy. And he's in Utah. So he's going to be at Blade West. He drove up from Cali where he lives. What up, Tim B? What's going on, dog? Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, if anybody wants in on the Jason Brown raffle for his family, definitely go follow that link and pick up the tickets. I am sending some stuff that way. So, and there's a ton of stuff for it. So you could win some cool stuff and you get to help a really good cause. So shout out to Jason Brown's family and the raffle. What's up, Mick? You can give some people 1.5 days of work and it'll be done by lunch. Oh, man. That's true. You can give some people 1.5 days of work and it'll be done in 3 weeks. It all depends. Anyone get some of that PPL drop just now? What's a PPL?
I don't know.
PPL. I'm trying to think. PPL. I don't know. Something pivot lube?
Is Brent doing better?
What?
Is Brent feeling better? I didn't hear back from him.
Yeah, he said he was. Yeah, Backpack B came down with a stomach bug. I'm guessing it's probably the norovirus, which is what kicked my ass last year. It's just a thing your kids pick up at daycare, and you know, it's just kind of how I think it comes in waves. I don't know. Like, knock on wood, we haven't gotten like really sick in a while. But the first year she was in daycare, it was literally nonstop. But that's what I hear happens. Like the first year is brutal because they're getting used to all the stuff.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, even once they get into regular school, it's still they constantly.
Well, yeah, then I'm sure it kind of restarts because it's just a lot of different people, you know?
Yep.
Trying to clean these glasses. I hate cleaning glasses. It's literally like my least favorite thing.
I keep debating on whether I should get LASIK or not, but it freaks me out.
Yeah, it freaks me out too. I'd rather get contacts. But I mean, I got glasses last year. I didn't know if I'd get used to them or, you know, I was kind of hoping I wouldn't need them or whatever. So I'm probably going to try contacts. Have you tried those?
Yeah, I have them. I go back and forth. I use them like a lot of like when I go to the beach or if I'm riding bikes, because then I can wear sunglasses and stuff. But I finally got prescription sunglasses and it's just easier.
Yeah. Yeah, I have some of those. God damn. Just got out of the shower, so it's fogging up. What up, Marcos? How's it going, man? NCEDC, what's up? New scales look crazy. Yeah. Yeah, those are sick. They're custom scales. So basically what you do is you hit up Carbonize and you go, yo, I want some scales for my stout. And then you could kind of tell him what material you want, or he'll tell you what he has. Like I had Demco scales for the 80 20.5 in, I mean, how many did I get? I got like Arctic. I got
80s.
I got the Toxic.
You had a bunch.
Yeah, I think at one point I had the red ones. I might have had some other ones. I don't even, yeah. But so you can kind of do whatever you want there. Hate to miss, got a split. We'll check out later. All right, man. Thanks for stopping by, Robert. Matthew, what up, man? You're working right now. Yep. Thought your middle name was Knife. Yeah. Tim B. Honest question. Did you have Any QC issues with the foil carbon fiber? I have grabbed 2 different QSP otters now. Both had foils sticking out or delamination issues. So I saw this question on Casey's Live Monday, and I was trying to answer you, but like the conversation kept going, and it was the end of the live stream, and I didn't want to just like jump in. So on the aluminum, he's talking about the aluminum infused carbon fiber scales that we have on the stout. QSP uses it, and now a bunch of brands use it. We uses it. Tim, it comes down to like how it's finished. So when we got the stouts, we QC checked all of the micarta and copper because that's what we did pre-orders on. So we QC'd, shipped all those, and then we had 100 aluminum foil ones that we kept, that we got extra to sell at shows and do drops and stuff. And our plan was we're going to QC those kind of as we go when we have time, because like, you know, I already came back from Atlanta and whatever. So we ended up selling 10 of them to Blue Creek Knives. And then he actually bought another 10 right after because they sold out. He wanted more. And when Colin went through those to ship those out, he went through and he had to pull a couple aside because they didn't look right on the scales. So we sent those out, sent the next batch out. We had, I think, 2 people hit me up who bought one from Blue Creek, and they had issues. One guy like flicked his knife 6 times, and then like a chunk just like popped off. And then another guy just had like it just looked a little funny to him. I haven't gotten that one back yet to look. Oh no, I let him just keep that scale. So I didn't really get a look at it. It didn't look great, I'll say, but I could see why it got through the QC check. So obviously we replaced those, took care of it. We haven't had anybody else hit us up. So I think it's how they finish it, Tim, because after that we said, okay, we got to go through every one of these like with a microscope and make sure there's no issues. And what we found was a lot of the aluminum scales were not like, it's almost like they didn't sand them down properly or something, because you'd have little like edges that could snag or whatever. And I've heard of somebody who had the EMP. It was my buddy Joe. He had the liner lock nimble, and he actually had like the ends, like where the lanyard hole is, they literally like chipped off. So there's something with that material where it doesn't like to be, I don't know, super thin, or it needs to be like really closely sanded for it not to have issues, I guess. I don't know. But just like popping it off the machine doesn't work. You have to like hand finish them. So what we did was Colin took them with him. He went to his parents last week, and he actually sanded down like a whole bunch of them. So the ones we're bringing to Blade Show, we have refinished the scales. So they're good to go. And then I think we have a batch at his house left that we're still going to have to go through, or we're going to have QSP replace them or do something, because it is an issue. They should have shown up in better condition for us. Like, we had to literally hand finish them, which is, you know, obviously not the end of the world, but if you're paying for them to send you a finished product, that's what you should get. Corey's here. What's up, dude?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Hey, what's up, Corey?
Not much, man. How's it going?
Good. I felt like shit all week, so I'm home from class.
Oh, man. Stomach bug like Brent or something else?
Nah, thankfully not. Just been super like stuffed up, super congested.
I hate that. That's like dude, it's like all winter I get that though.
Yeah, it sucks, but you know, it's on the mend a little bit, hoping anyway.
Good, man. So. Good. Looks like the dog's keeping you company.
Yeah, you can see him in the background over there.
Yep, mine's usually over there.
Up and down off the bed all day.
Yeah, well. But yeah, Tim, so the answer is yes. That aluminum foil has it's definitely something that needs to be paid closer attention to. I got one from the soothsayer that had it. And you could tell they finished it differently. It looked the way that it looked after we sanded them down. That's kind of how it has more of a matte finish to it, where the way we got them from QSP, it had a little bit more of a sheen to it, probably because they just, take the sheet and they run it through the mill or whatever, and then it comes off, and maybe they lightly sand it. But they don't really sand it down really nicely. And that's what I think we did to make sure they didn't have that issue. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Sorry for the long ass ramble, but I felt bad not answering it Monday.
But nothing happens to the copper ones, right? Maybe because it's a thicker.
That's the thing. The copper ones are money. We have had not a single person has hit us up about the copper. Now, to be fair, with the aluminum, it's only been 2 people. And one of them was, I think more personal preference. Like he just didn't like this one spot. And the other one obviously was an issue because it chipped off. I actually had one I QC checked. Here, I'll grab it. This is my graveyard stout. This thing has fixed like 4 other stouts.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I was QC checking it, and I just ran my finger up across to make sure it wasn't rough, and a piece just chipped right off.
Oh, wow. I thought that was just a big chunk of aluminum in it.
No, that's like
Wow.
it. Yeah, so it's weird to me that there is that big of a chunk of aluminum underneath, right? Isn't that kind of weird? Is that how the whole thing is underneath?
It looks
that a
like it
layer?
went like the wrong way. Like, the rest of them look like they're vertical. It's like that
Yeah.
piece got stuck in sideways.
It is weird, man. I don't know. But yeah, so anyway, we're paying very close attention to these, and that's why we haven't done like a big drop of them or anything. We don't have that many to begin with. We only had 100 of the aluminum ones. We're bringing like 15 or something to blade. We're also gonna have the copper and the micarta there tomorrow. And then we have the ones left over that we put aside. We're gonna have to, I guess, hit up QSP because Colin spent like 3 hours a night last week just sanding in a workshop, sanding those scales down to make them good, which I don't know. I don't think we should have to do that with a finished product, right?
Yeah, it's not something you should need to do.
No. So I don't know. I'll talk to QSP. I already talked to David about it, Blade Banter. I don't know if maybe we can get replacements in copper instead, because that wouldn't bother me, or just get like a credit or something towards the next order of something, since we've already basically done the work on those. But I don't know, something we'll figure out.
Yeah, some kind of compensation would be nice.
Yeah. What about those of us that are not into fat carb? Well, he has micarta, so you can get micarta. He's talking about carbidized scales. He has micarta. You can get in like frag pattern and stuff. He has Taro Tough. He just doesn't do titanium. So as far as I know, he doesn't do aluminum or titanium. So I mean, I'm sure he would share the file, or, we can look into it. If somebody wants to make titanium scales, I'm open to it. If you want to convince Original Goat or Naftastic to work on it and make scales, I think titanium scales would be interesting.
Yeah, that'd be a neat look, huh? Like a fully monotone stout.
Yeah, we were actually working on. Technically, we still are. We're working on a V2 with Kunwu, because they can get Vanex, and I really wanted a Vanex stout. But they're having issues with the lockup for some reason. They've tried like twice already to remake these samples. But the satin one was going to be titanium scales. So it was just going to be all titanium. But the point was you could take the scales off and you could mod them or anodize them or whatever, and then you have a cool kind of look to it. but I don't know if that's going to happen or what. But if somebody wants to make them, we're happy to share whatever file somebody needs for it.
Yeah, it'd definitely be cool to see.
Yeah.
So hopefully, if Kun Wu can't pull it off, someone will.
I got some kind of bullshit spam call, man. I hate those. Seriously? Sorry. Kev, what do you think about left lane hogs? In my opinion, they can fuck off. I don't know. I get it because, like, sometimes you're just in the zone when you're driving and you don't think about going over to the right lane. So I kind of get it. But usually when somebody's like up your ass in the mirror, you can tell and then just move over. So as long as they do that, I'm fine. But if they're like just hanging out in the left lane while you're up their ass, then it's annoying to me. I don't know. I don't know if that was a euphemism or if he actually meant driving, but there you go. I answered this one. Spencer is so popular, he's tough to get a hold of sometimes. Yeah, well, he has a job. So I get that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. Maybe if enough people want them, we could put in an order and have him make us a certain amount and then just sell them. I just like the idea of them being custom, where you can pick the material. Like if we did that, we'd have to choose 2 or 3 materials, and then that would be your only choice. So
his work is always so good. Every scales I've ever got from him are just finished so well.
Yeah, but they are kind of hard to get. I agree. Early on, they were pretty easy. I just hit them up and order them. But lately, I think his job is just kicking his ass. Oh, Pete's Pirate Life. That's PPL.
Yeah, I've seen Spencer's work with like he did some of the burger stuff a while ago, and I know he's done area scales as well. But I don't think he has them listed anywhere on his site on like that spreadsheet that he has.
Gotcha. I didn't even know he had a spreadsheet.
Yeah, it's linked in his Instagram, I think. It's like the models and what he offers and pricing.
Both of your, are you talking about stout scale? Oh no, you said you had a QSP something. Yeah, I think that I don't. We'll see now that more companies are using it, but I think maybe QSP just wasn't finishing them well, or I don't know the deal. Honestly, it could just be the material. But why are they selling it if the material has such an issue? And maybe because the copper, they just use copper wire instead of actual foil. Maybe it like the resin has to stick to whatever it is, and it sticks to copper but doesn't stick to aluminum. I don't know. I'm definitely not an expert, so.
Yeah, I don't know how they do it because you're talking about, I guess, sandwiching layers of either copper or aluminum between sheets of carbon fiber in big batches.
Yeah.
So I don't know how they're doing it.
That's awesome, Joshua. I'm glad yours is good. Yeah, I mean, as far as the ones we sent out, we obviously checked them. But we did send the ones to Blue Creek, and then we kind of realized that maybe there was more, like we had to be looking at it with a microscope and not just doing a quick check, So there could be some out there, but if we have an issue, we'll just, take care of it. If anybody has an issue, just hit me up. What up, y'all? Watching from the flight. Hey, what up, Stevie?
What's going on, Stevie?
My flight's at 7. I haven't flown in years. Like, I can't remember the last time I flew anywhere. I think it was to Germany in like 2018 or something.
You flying out of Philly, Kev?
Yeah.
That's always a fun time.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be bad, but
I just flew like 3 weeks ago now. Wasn't that bad. I mean, our flight was early, but
yeah.
Definitely getting busier again with people traveling. That's for sure.
That's good. That's what we need.
Yeah, we we flew a couple times the last few years, and it was nice being able to, like, me and my girlfriend were able to sit one window, one aisle, no one in the middle on basically every flight. And this time, you've been lucky to find 2 seats together. So.
Yeah, I think I paid for like an upgrade or something. It was like $80 to move to like a emergency seat because it looked like it had more leg room. I was like, I'm taking that shit.
Yeah, we're just looking at flights for a trip in December, and we clicked on ones like, oh, extra leg room. Oh, $80-something each. Never mind.
Yeah.
We'll live without it. I'm taking aisle seat.
To me, it's hard that if you're gonna just take one trip. I mean, if you're doing it every week, sure, but like. Well, if you're doing it every week, you should have some kind of like points or something where yeah, what up, dude? No, nice. How's it going? He's got a pre-order coming up at the end of the month for the Voodoo, which is awesome.
That knife looks so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the changes look nice too that he posted about. I think it was yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. Like the clip's gonna sit a little deeper and stuff.
If he made changes to make it better, then that's crazy because it was already just fire. Like I got to handle him at Blade Show, and then he sent me one to review too. My video is going up next week or something like that. I think I scheduled it for like the 17th, and then his pre-order is on the 27th. Is that right? I can't remember.
It's the end of the month. I don't know the exact date.
I think it's 2 weeks after the Buzz pre-order. So 27th would kind of make sense, I think. I don't know.
And the Raidens are shipping right now, I think.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's been waiting on those for a while, man. I don't remember when that pre-order was, but that's the tough thing with pre-orders is like it clogs up your creativity because like you want to do more shit, but like you're waiting. Because you don't want to be the guy who's like doing pre-order after pre-order without delivering knives in between, It'd be really nice to get to a point where you don't have to do pre-orders, obviously. But if you go that route right away, then you can only do one model at a time with huge gaps in between because you're using all the profit just to do another run. You know what I mean? You can't use it to fund other projects. So it's an interesting kind of dynamic of how this whole boutique brand thing works. It's been pretty fun, but it's also frustrating not having all that like capital, but you got to get there, right?
Yeah. You figure most guys who have that kind of approach to it, like Brian Brown, like they're established custom makers. They have, they still don't want to put out too many pre-orders at once, but they have the ability to kind of get that funding because of their name.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess it depends on the person and the model and all that stuff.
Yeah, Sharp by Design's another one that pops up.
Oh, yeah. He's not doing pre-orders anymore, though. See, like, he's at a point where he makes enough money, he doesn't, like, he can fund the projects, or he can probably get dealers to pay up front, or I don't know how it works.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I mean,
so he does. He gets them to put a deposit in that covers his deposit, and then,
yeah, for sure.
I definitely see the benefit to going the dealer route. You lose a good margin on it, but like, you don't have to pack and ship individual orders. Hopefully, once you build a name, you can get them to put in orders early and fund your projects and shit like that. I don't know. That's kind of like what we're trying to figure out is like what route we want to go. Do we want to just do direct sale pre-orders and then direct sales, or do we we're trying to include dealers? Like we got Blue Creek involved, and I think it's good for brand awareness to have dealers because they want to sell your stuff. It also makes it easier to sell your stuff.
They're spending their marketing dollars to market your knife.
Right. So
yeah, you figure you end up finding yourself somewhere, like if you were to find a product of yours on like Blade HQ or something like that, like how many guys are out there on YouTube too who are doing weekly, the coming soons and the new arrivals.
Right.
Like Cole looks at those, Ray looks at those all the time.
That's true.
Those guys are going to be giving you exposure as well. I mean, that's obviously a bigger retailer, but even then with White Mountain Knives, you got everyone else around with their coupon codes and stuff.
Have you
Always
seen
shouting
White
them out.
Mountain's new, like, they're doing all these cool reels now?
No,
Yeah,
I
I
haven't
noticed
seen.
they kind of stepped up their marketing.
Yeah, looks like they're doing more. They must have got somebody to do like videos and shit. Good at editing. I was making fun of Zach King because it looks like him fucking twirling the knife in the videos. That would have been a good job for him.
I didn't realize that Max Ace video
Later,
you
Colton.
sent was from them.
What?
I didn't realize that video you sent with the
I didn't
Max
either.
Ace
That's why when I
pterosaur.
posted it, I said he was Max Ace's hand model.
Mhm.
I didn't realize it was White Mountain.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's them doing the videos, which is good. I'm glad.
Yeah, it's a cool approach to take. You know, I know like Knife Center and stuff was doing reels like that. I think they just did one they have a Para 3 exclusive coming up. I think it was them. It might have been Knife Joy.
I think Knife Joy has that green one coming out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
you're probably right.
It'd be cool to see you there too, man. But see you next year at Blade, Texas, maybe. I want to go to that one. I heard it was really good.
Texas would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get to Blade Show one of these years, at least one of them.
You're
Hoping to
still
go
waiting for
to-
your stout? Like from the pre-order? That's a long ass time, man. Are you sure you're waiting on it? Because we sent those UPS if you bought it from us. Unless you bought it from Urban EDC. But that should have been there. Are you sure there's not like import fees you need to pay? I'm gonna try to look your order up.
Yeah, I bet it's probably just sitting in customs would be my guess. I sent some stuff up. To
I've
a guy
literally
across
never
before.
had a package from UPS shipped to Canada take longer than like a week. Because I do UPS worldwide,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I mean, it definitely shouldn't be.
Do you have to disassemble it to send it to Canada?
No, I mean I don't. Not with
like as a company, as a new sale, but like on a secondary one, you do.
Not with UPS. Like if you use USPS, you gotta like take it apart and put it in separate packages and shit.
I proxy for someone up in Canada, and I always take the blades out, but I leave them in the package. I'll wrap them in painter's tape or something like that, and send it all together. And we haven't had anything seized at the border. It was the first time this week that he had to pay any import fees. Everything else went through with nothing.
I only see a is that I don't know your full name, so I think I only see a backspace, or maybe you bought it from somebody else.
I see, yeah.
It was from Urban EDC. How do they ship? That's a great question. So they must ship the slow mail USPS to Canada to save the money, I guess. But I mean, it's not saving money because you're just charging the customer the shipping. I don't know. We only did UPS worldwide. It was expensive. Don't get me wrong. You had to pay like probably like $30-$40 to get it to Canada, but it got there in like, we had people getting them in like 3 days. So I'd much rather spend more and get it quick, but I don't know what the options are. Kev is almost as bad as what are you talking about, man? I'm 2 minutes behind your comment. You kidding me? Plus, it's hard when you have guests on. It's fucking impossible, dude.
Yeah, it's a lot slower than a nighttime stream too. You're not getting nearly the comments.
That's true. Yeah. Your backspacer arrived weeks ago. Yeah, see? I sent that UPS probably, and you got it faster than the... It's great. Well. My F5.5 was stuck at the border, yeah. So that's what it is. If you use UPS, man, they fucking fly through because they get their fees. The customs office gets paid to check them faster, basically. USPS, it's just like when we get to it, we get to it because they're not getting anything out of it, probably. That's my guess. Maybe they charge you guys on the other end. I don't know. Yo, what up, Jake? What's going on, dude? What's going on, brah? Darnell says, what up, Knife Ninja?
What up?
Saw your Knife Ninja wallet. today. The new Ninja EDC wallet, I'm calling it.
Dig it. I asked him if he could put the clip on it, the money clip. It looks good.
So wait, he's adding a money clip after the fact?
No, it's on the backside. But normally there's like a pocket on the backside with like a flap. But he took that out and added a money clip on one side.
I'll show you guys what we're talking about. I'm guessing he posted it because it was sexy as hell. Oh, it says present now instead of share. That's weird. All right, there you go. That's sexy.
So good.
His work is just stupid.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. Shit, dude.
Yeah, stoked.
Even the clip is like this baller satin. Dude, holy shit. If I was a wallet guy, that'd be my wallet. And I would probably use it as like a regular clip. Just clip it into my pocket, front pocket.
Yeah, I guess you could do that too.
That's what I do with like this. With my Gondek pouch. I just clip it into my back left pocket and it fucking just hangs there. It's awesome. I got this all loaded out for the trip.
Yeah, what are you bringing?
I got a whole pouch full of shit in my suitcase because there was a couple of people who wanted me to bring everything. So I didn't bring everything, but I got a lot of it. This is the Modusworks Wrapped V2.
Oh, yeah, I want to check that out.
Slider. So I got it because I think I can be quiet with this if I was in the plane. Like,
I use the tactile on the plane is the best because it's super quiet.
The plane has a lot of background noise, so I don't think a little bit of clicking is. But if I'm in there with like a haptic coin, like I think people will get annoyed. And then I got the.
Is that the Horizon?
Nest. No, I got the Nest. I love this, but I did bring the. I think I brought the Zerk Horizon so you could check it out.
I may go home with that one.
Well, you're not gonna buy it. Fuck you. I'm not selling that. I've kind of got that all dialed in. Fidgets, I feel like, is it's not like the knife world. It's not like every week there's like 10 new knives out and there's all this anticipation for all these things. Like, you kind of, if you get into it, if you go down the rabbit hole, you can burn through it in a couple months. I mean, when did I get into it? Like right before Blade Show. So like maybe May.
Yeah.
April, May. And now I'm like at the point where I've got everything I want. I got a couple things on order. I'm sure there's going to be like here and there things that pop up, but like I'm not buying like 4 or 5 things a week anymore.
Yeah. Well, you know what you like now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely easier with the fidgets to kind of figure out what you want and what you like than with knives.
Yeah, what up, JN? I do. I still have a couple of those. I have them up in my giveaway bin, though. I did grab a couple things to give away real quick. I'll try to get this out on my way out the door. I got some stickers. I got these sweet ones from that's mine, you idiot. Bearded Doom. Definitely check out his channel. Dude's awesome. Just a cool dude. And ironically, I have one of these.
Nice.
And my carry today, which I guess I gotta drop this into my bag, right? You can't have a knife anywhere on a plane, is that right?
No. Nope. Gotta be
so
checked.
Stupid. Like I'm gonna fucking check this out.
That vampire Jack will go to a TSA agent.
Yeah.
He'll sell it to someone else for like $30 too. That's the sad part.
Yeah, I'll drop this in the suitcase right after the live. But man, I love this thing. Either of you planning on picking one of these up?
Is he gonna have them at Blade or is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he'll have them at Blade.
Nice.
He always keeps like 20 or 30 for himself to sell at shows and stuff.
He's just good fire. Like every release, it's just like.
Yeah, that's the red one, and then I couldn't decide, so I bought one off him too, and I got the blue Pacific blue camo carbon one. I wish there was more blue. It's hard to see on camera. It looks worse on camera, but
if he's gonna start using a camo carbon, I wonder if he'll use that Brittany blue that Brian Brown used on the Jaegers.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. This one?
Yeah. Yeah, get a little more of that teal color in there.
This is the kind of shit I want to see instead of this. Like, this is like What this is for camo carbon is like the dark matter for fat carbon. The splotchy, even that. I don't know which one I like better. I like the color here, but I like that it's more even here. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think that other camo carbon that like the Jaeger has is a good middle ground between the two.
Yeah.
You get more color, but it's a little more random.
That's their normal stuff because that kind of looks camo-y,
Yeah,
we ordered this stuff. I thought it was more blue. We ordered this and the Black Pearl for our Growler prototypes, the US version that M3 is doing. I think this is Black Pearl.
Okay.
It's just like a marbled, basically.
Yeah.
This knife, man, is so good.
The best one.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, and I have a CJRB. I don't know which one it is. Yo, Trash Man, what up, dude? Thrasher's up in here. Oh, look at that. It's a Feldspar. Man, I haven't seen one of these in forever. How did this even get here? I don't know. Anyway, I got a Feldspar. Looks like brown G10. Oh, and a nice stiff D10. So she said. I saw they just announced a titanium frame lock version. And I think a titanium button lock version. So people who want that, there you go. I'm not one of them.
So it's going to be heavy.
This is heavy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. If they go full tie, I don't know.
I mean, that's how they make it $30,
Yeah. I don't know how much relief they're going to be putting in. We'll see.
Yeah, I think they should have bumped it to an artisan and then put a little more into it or whatever. It'll probably be like, it'll be a budget knife trying to be premium, and that never works.
Yeah, like the Wii Elementum instead of the Civivi version.
Horrible.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those situations.
I can't believe those sold.
What, the Wii Elementums?
Yeah, those crazy $700 Damascus.
Oh, Jesus. No. I don't understand. They only make like 5 of those. There's no way they make a lot of those because nobody's buying them.
No.
Unless you got like stupid collectors or something. It's possible. I don't know. But, yeah, Brandon, I wish you were coming too, man. Family stuff and do your hunting. So, hope you're enjoying that trip. Are you still there or are you back now?
What did he use the stout to butcher?
I don't know. I
think he said mule deer. Was what he?
I don't think he would have done it, but on his one post the day before, I was like, "Come on, man, no stout! Like, what the hell?" He just showed a picture of it and it was clean, and I was like, "Nah." I mean, it's definitely not a good skinning knife.
Yeah, there's no belly.
The Growler will be good for that, probably.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I can't check out the Buzz tomorrow.
Oh yeah, you haven't tried.
It's awesome, Evan. I got to handle one when I was over at Brent's a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah, dude, it just looks so good.
Yeah, I think the only thing people is whether they like the flipper tab or not. Some people aren't. Some people prefer the traditional. But I think it's nice to have a little variety.
But it's
aesthetically, it's not my favorite, but functionally, it's great. It gives you a ton of options.
You're gonna middle finger flick it 90% of the time anyway.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I flick it all the time, and then if I'm like in the car is when I sit there and do the front flip. This one's interesting because the way they did it, they kind of gave you a normal front flipper and also the buzz cut. So you can actually get up here. They should have jimped it all the way up. I don't know why they stopped here and then started. They just wanted like a delineation line or something. But you can get it right there. But then you can also reach up and do the regular and the buzz cut flip. The jimping needs to be a little more aggressive. But otherwise, these are awesome, by the way. And then, I mean, what are they, like $180 or $200?
I think they're like $199. They look pretty killer for $200.
Yeah, that's the full size, and then they sent me a compact, which is probably my favorite because it's just a good
They needed,
size. I
yeah.
can actually flick
The
it
mini,
lefty.
the mini was like literally an inch and it
Well,
was
that was
so
the
tiny.
towel. Oh, yeah, the mini towel. Then they
Yeah.
sent me a
But now there's a towel compact, which looks
they
rad.
sent me this the towel compact, which is perfect. This is what I wanted the towel to be.
Yeah.
3 1/4.
That's a great size for it. The full
It's
size
just
is just
it
big.
feels great in the hand. They switched it to a wire clip, which I hate the wire clip they use, but you could switch that out. Use your extra stout clip. Boom.
There you go.
And then they sent me the sheep's foot towel in Vanex, which the only negative I really have on this one is I expected it to be cheaper because they were saying it was going to be like the cheapest production knife with Vanex, but it ended up being $299.
Yeah, it's the same.
So
same
I
as
think the
drift.
waypoint's $295. So if you want semantics over here, but this thing's sick.
Is that a compact or is that a full size?
That's a full size. So like here is the towel compact.
Yeah,
She's a big boy.
the compact is where it's at.
Yeah, that size is freaking perfect for me.
What do you got, Corey? What are you carrying?
So today I have an Atom. Today this is a 2
Later,
dot with
dude.
a polished
Thanks for
blade.
stopping by.
Just cleaned this up today, and then I've also been flicking around a Bradley Moraes Vector. This is in.
You love that knife, dude.
Well, this is the second one I have because I sold
know.
the first one, and eventually bought this one to replace it. But it says a Zerk thumb stud, Zerk clip, tie lock side, obviously.
That's how I know you love it because you bought it.
I bought
you
another
replaced
one.
it. And then
Yeah,
Atom, dude, you've had the Atoms forever. So you took the tie scales off?
So I didn't like the titanium on the Atom. I have the tie on my Neutron, which hiding up under a bunch of shit over here somewhere.
Yeah, what up, James?
So I have the titanium on my Neutron, which I've had sandblasted, and I have the hardware
looks great, dude.
Anodized blue. I like the way it feels on the Neutron, but the Atom I felt like was just too heavy with it. So I still rock my micarta scales on here. These are the 3D contoured natural micarta. And normally I keep teal O-rings on the thumb studs, but I pulled them off today.
Gotcha.
So many options for that knife. It's pretty cool how much you can customize it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had pretty much
Jason,
everything
they're
they
from
make.
Carbodize. He makes custom scales. You can me. I just found out yesterday he started finishing them up. So we're gonna figure it out at Blade Show and see if he's gonna sell them direct or if we're gonna buy some and sell them. We'll figure it out. We'll let everybody know. But you can DM me and I can let you know what's going on. Sorry. What were you carrying, Ev? Ooh, yeah, that'll be a good one.
Mini Python or
what else did you bring with you? Did you bring a bunch?
Yeah, I brought a few. I brought the alley for you to check out. I brought this. I brought one you're gonna want to throw in the trash.
What? Oh, is it a Lamia?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Dude, I actually want to check one of those out.
All right. Well,
I think it looks cool. I don't know.
The whole thing sucks because I absolutely love the knife, but yeah, you can check it out. What else did I bring? I don't know. There's a few things in there. There's a few things you haven't seen, so you'll have some cool stuff to check out.
All right. Cool.
But I don't know. I've been digging the Payson I'm just digging this thing.
Super nice, fun. Dude. Which one, James? Which one? Yeah, dude, that looks like the perfect size. That's why. Is it?
It is. The way he does like the cutouts and the grip, it's just butter in your hand.
Your hand. You never know.
My hand, yeah. I don't know. You got big meaty hands, maybe.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't. I have normal hands.
But it's good. It's got a
Corey
good,
maybe got the
good hollow
sausage
grind.
fingers.
Yeah, I got weird hands. I got like short fingers but large sized hands. It's weird.
But I dig this finish because it's a good user finish. Zerk collars.
Dude, that thing looks disgusting. How much was it?
What did I pay for it? I got a decent deal on it. I think I paid $1,300. But like when
Oh,
they
yeah, dude,
like,
it's an integral, right? Or
yeah,
integral?
I think table on it is $1,200. So I got a pretty good deal.
Everything he
not
does
bad.
is integral, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hell of a deal, dude. I want one of those in Lefty. Does it work, Lefty?
I'm so bad, Lefty. I can't.
Me too, bro. Me
No.
too. Jesus.
I
Remind me
don't
not
know.
to ask you to ever check a knife for me.
No, don't ever ask me to do that. I can't. Oh, there we go. Yeah, you could do it, Lefty. And I'm bad, so
Oh,
not very easy.
lost Corey there. I don't know if it's my
I'll be
internet.
right back.
Oh,
Just gotta
okay.
take a phone call real quick.
I
All right.
figured out the other day too. You can it's gonna be hard on camera, but you can front
I'm
flip
gonna
it.
leave him up because I'll forget, and he'll be down there going like this, and I'll fucking leave him down there. So, what were you doing? Sorry, what were you saying?
You can front flip it too. The jimping's a little aggressive, so it kind of hurts, but I don't know. It's a rad knife. You'll like it.
Yeah, I like it for sure. I already like it.
I'm trying to think what else I brought. I know I brought the Alley, the Lamia.
Yeah, you drove, so it's easier. I'm just bringing this, and then I have a bunch of Devos. I just have like a couple of Growler prototypes, the Buzz prototypes that I have, and my personal stout. My other stout I sent to Screaming Pirate with the Buzz. I don't think he's digging the front flipper. He's like, you got to wrist it. I'm like, I never had to wrist it. You just pop it.
Pop it.
But that's why I like sending shit around to get, feedback. Like Thrasher had the same one. Brandon, if you're still watching, when you had the Buzz, how did you like the detent on the front flipper? Was it good, or did you think it should be dialed down a little bit? Because I think it was I think it's perfect for the flick, and maybe a touch strong on the front flip. But it wasn't like I didn't have to wrist it. You just do a Zippo pop. You're not supposed to like front flip it, which I think that might be what's going on. Is some people try to do like a traditional front flip, and you're not going to be able to do that because
Kind of got to roll it.
Yeah, let me grab one. I also want to see if I got any mail. I could open that shit real quick, but it's kind of late now.
Oh yeah, well, I brought a stout, and then I brought a Shiro, and I brought something else.
Yeah, did you ever sell that other stout?
No, I still have it. I got busy and like went on this trip. I've been gone for like going on like 8 days now.
Oh, gotcha. How's the family?
Oh, they're good.
Holding up without you?
Yeah, my son's like, when you coming home?
All right.
But I'm bringing it back out here in November. We're coming back out.
So here it is. And it's got this sort of mohawk, buzz cut, I call it. So you don't want to do that. Like, you don't want to try to ride it like a normal front flipper. And if you do that, you can do it. You got to wrist it, though. But what I think you should do is put your finger up here like a Zippo.
Yeah, like
and
a
pop
Zippo.
it back.
It's like kind of like all the Justin Lundquist knives. Like he's got like the top roller.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the jimping up here is confusing people. I wonder if maybe we shouldn't have jimped over there. But we did that because you can do it. Like if you really want to front flip from that spot, you can do it, but it's just not comfortable. Like I expect people to hold it like this and pop it. Or what I like to do.
Yeah, you can do the top.
So on the he says, I thought the detent was spot on for the flick and worked great for the top flipper. I think he's weak with Nah, I don't think so. I do know that before I sent him the prototype, I was messing around with it, and this move was hard because the detent was you had to really like grab it, and it would sting your finger a little bit. So I think it could do I think it could be a little bit stronger than this and a little bit weaker than the other one. So I think what I'm going to do is try to tune one exactly the way I think it should be, and then I'm going to ship that to Best Tech, and then tell them to hit that. And they're not going to make them all the same. There's no way. Get close to that, I think it'll be great. But I mean, even if they were all like this, they're great, and even if they were all like that, they're great. So
I'm stoked
I love the knife.
Best Tech's they've been crushing it. I'm excited for these.
Yeah, Best Tech does pretty good work. What else do I have? I have a couple of growler prototypes. These are updated ones. So we have the filler tab. I did ask them to do a little bit drier micarta. These are really oiled, and the first prototype was pretty dry. I prefer this. Now, this has been well, used and everything, but I prefer it to be more dry like that than oiled like this. But you can see they rounded all the edges. That was something we wanted to do for ergonomics. So they rounded all the edges. You can really see it like right here for the lock bar cut out.
Yeah, it just looks
we added the filler tab so you can reverse it, obviously. And then we added blade finishes. So this is a stone wash.
That looks good.
And then we have that's the satin. This is the satin, which gets mad fingerprints, which is why we initially weren't even going to do it, but enough people who reviewed it really wanted it. So we're doing 200 satin, 200 stone wash, and 200 in this black wash.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, their satin looked nice on the prototype, so I don't blame people for wanting to have that as an option. They did a good job.
Yep. So that's the growler I'm bringing, or growlers I'm bringing. And I showed you the buzz, and then I just have my personal stout, which I ordered. I don't know if you guys know, but Lynch Northwest makes wire clip replacements for giant mouse knives. So they're actually different than Spyderco. I guess the spacing's different. So I'm curious if the giant mouse ones would fit some of the prototypes I have. Because like the Buzz prototypes, you can't put a Lynch clip on. The original Stout prototypes, you can't put a Lynch clip on because the spacing is just off. And I wonder if they were using that giant mouse spacing. Because I know Best Tech makes knives for giant mouse with a wire clip. So they might have just used that spacing or something.
I thought they did like Italy and then some Riot.
Yeah, I know Riot makes the Riv.
Yeah.
And I think, do they make the
Riot, I think just uses Spyderco spacing.
Yeah, I think you're right about that, Kev. Because I don't think I don't think the Riv needs a special clip from Northwest. I think any of the wire replacement clips work on the Riv.
We're going to see how long it's going to take me to get to the parking place. I'll probably get there way too early. That's what always happens.
Dude, I got that TSA pre-check now. You can roll in like 30 minutes before. It's so fast.
How do you just sign up for it?
Yeah, you have to sign up, and you go into like a certified place, and they like check your passport, I think you have to provide like just a couple documents. It takes like 5 minutes, and you pay.
I don't have a passport. Mine expired. I just have a driver's license.
Yeah, well, I think there's like different things you can use. It doesn't have to be that. It was easy though, and it was like $80, and it's for like 5 years. And now I don't have to take my shoes off. You can skip the line. Like it's just so much faster. You don't have to take any of your
So
electronics
you
out
can pay to get through with more shit.
of basically.
It says it'll take an hour. My flight's is 7, so I should probably get to the airport. They say to get there 2 hours early. That's like so early though.
I mean, if you're with like your whole family, it's just you and you're checking bags. It's easy.
Yeah, probably could get there at 6, so I can probably leave it. I don't know. Probably leave it like 3:30. Great knives coming from WT. Is that Work Tough Gear? Yeah, I haven't gotten into those because I don't do fixed blades. Although I have sort of dabbled now because I bought that Quaichetti, and I have a couple of fixed blades I think coming. I'm working on one with Jim Skelton. He's going to make me a custom, and then I have someone from overseas, Baltic Blades. You ever heard of them? They hit me up and they wanted to send me something to review. The guy seems really cool. I think he's from Lithuania.
I got to get rolling, guys, but it was good being on here for a little bit.
Yeah, man. I
Have
appreciate you
fun
coming
at
on.
Blade Show. Enjoy, enjoy everything, and I'll catch you guys later.
Will do. Later, man. Thank you.
Right. See you guys.
Uh-oh, we got the dating chat up in here. What up? What up? I'll block them.
The who?
Hey, what up? I love knives. It's like a dating sex chat or something. It's like a bot that comes in. Great thing about my Carta, if you don't want the oil, just wash the scales and it'll look dry and new. Oh, okay. All right. But I wouldn't want to do that to all the knives. And most people probably don't know that. Yeah, can't wait to get a growler. Yep. Those are due end of the month. I think production's scheduled to be done at the end of the month. They're in production right now. I've seen the liners and all types, the blades. So,
and those are going to be White Mountain only, and they're what, $90 or 89, 99?
85, and then you can use the codes. So they'll be like $78 shipped.
Such a killer. No, that was a good. I enjoyed that one. It's a good knife.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be a great user knife for people, and for people who don't like spending $300-400 on a knife, it'll be a good knife. You know.
Yeah.
What up, Tom? How's it going, man? Soap and water or alcohol works great to get my Cardo back to new. Huh.
I had no idea. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, this is kind of nice with midday live. We got 50 people, and I can actually keep up. Like, I'm actually caught up on the chat right now. It's nice. Usually I'm like 20 minutes behind and getting yelled at.
When's Colin flying in?
He's in the air, I think.
Nice.
Yeah, he's supposed to land, I think, at like 4. So, what the hell? Red blade and screws and white handles?
Civivi baby banner. Oh, I think I saw Ben post a random picture of it with like.
So, here's one thing. Yesterday, what up, Pretty Fly for a Knife Guy? That's a good name. Is the action on the Growler the same as an F5? It's an interesting comparison, but yeah, I mean at least the prototypes I've had solid detent and they pretty much drop shut. I mean that's kind of how a F5 is, right?
It actually is pretty similar to that knife, like in action.
That one you got to shake a little bit. This one I just took apart and everything, so I think it's a little tighter than it would be, but I'd say this is actually better. But not by much. Not by much. And
it's got a bigger blade, so it kind of helps it drop too.
Yeah, it could be. I sent one to Skiff so he can I think he's gonna make bearings.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems to be a unique size. Like it's not a 1 millimeter ball and it's not a 1/16th ball. It's in the middle. It's like a 3/64th ball or something, he said.
Is it like the?
Oh man, later BT. Have a good one, man. Enjoy the hunt if that's what you're still doing.
Is it like a similar size to
Get that last one. Yep. Okay.
the Quist?
What?
Is it like the same size washer as the PE2, like those really small ones?
No, those bearings are like so actually it's probably the same balls, but the cage is bigger on these,
Oh, okay.
if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So him making these that might actually fit those if he makes them a little smaller to fit more pockets. I think the ball size is right. That's why sometimes you get a knife, it has those little bearings, and you're like, why these 1 millimeter skiffs fit? And it's because they're not 1 millimeter balls. They're actually slightly bigger than that. And it's like 1.019 millimeter, and that's the difference. It's like this freaking stupid. Yeah, I don't know. My stout is my favorite knife right now. Ah, thanks, dude. That's awesome. I'm glad.
I've been flicking the stout so much on this drive. I found that if you thumb flick it, it makes the best popping sound. It's like totally different from middle finger flicking it.
Yeah.
It just yeah, it's pretty satisfying pop.
Sick. Yes, I have reviewed the Sea Snake. That's a good fixed blade. I just wish it came with a belt sheath and not a stupid neck knife thing. Later, James. I'm gonna wrap this up soon, so if I don't see you, thanks for coming by. Bigger balls. Yep, bigger balls. I gotta eat something too, probably before I go. It'd probably be a smart move, huh?
Might help.
Yeah. All right, so maybe I'll wrap it up. I'm gonna do the giveaway real quick. We'll do let me pull it up first, then we can do that. What do you got planned for the rest of the day?
I'm gonna go on another bike ride here pretty soon, and then barbecue tonight.
Sick. Yeah, dude, you're kicking ass with the bike rides and shit, aren't you?
Yeah, I've ridden like the last 8 days in a row, 30, 40 miles a day. It's been pretty good.
That's awesome. All right, let's do hashtag Blade West. So all you guys got to do is pop that in, and you get a chance to win a feldspar and some stickers. And hopefully I can get it out on the way. I got to drop off this package too. Or it's not a package, it's a letter. And then I have, what is this? It's a big box from Olight. Oh, this is Knives Live 2022 giveaway stuff. They donated a bunch, so that's cool. Hashtag Blade West. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. I'm excited to get going here. I'm a little nervous. I haven't been on a plane in so long. It just feels weird, you know? I was never afraid of planes, but then like the last couple of times I flew, I kind of was. Like, isn't that weird?
Like being in the air, or
I guess. I don't know.
do you have some bumpy flights?
I don't know. Probably just like normal human anxiety that I never had before, you know?
Yeah.
Did you ever buy that spinner?
No, no, I haven't. I've just been using the Ultim one. I have that one with me.
You like it still, or are you kind of over the spinner thing?
No, I kind of like it because it's quiet. So I like it for that reason. But the V1, I don't know. You know, that's my favorite.
Yeah, you're digging on that right now.
Yeah,
You're
it's like,
good with that with fidgets. You're good at just singling one out.
yeah.
But like for me, if you took everything away, I would just want one of those. I would want that Zircuti NJT coin. Freaking love that thing. So I feel like that about that one. All right, here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, draw. Thanks for coming by today, guys. Midday.
Is there someone named Meat Blossom? Yeah.
Oh, Lone Wolf. All right, Mike. Mike with the win. Congrats, Mike. He said, yeah, I can't fly. Too much anxiety. Yeah, I figure even if I have it, I'll just push through it. It's not a big deal. I mean, once I'm on the plane, I'm on the plane. My mind will just have to deal with it. I don't know.
Dude, my favorite thing in the world is putting on music and headphones and walking through an airport and just zoning out. Just
Yeah,
put on some music and ignore everything else.
That's true. All right, I'll try that. I don't do music though. That's the thing.
You don't listen to music?
Not really.
You don't like tacos and you don't listen to music. We can't be friends.
I don't not like tacos. I just like Taco Bell tacos.
That's not tacos, dude. So
yeah, but usually they're like gross, man. I don't like fish. I don't like pork, and usually tacos have all that shit in it. I don't like cilantro because it tastes like soap.
What about like carne asada or pollo asada or like? There's so many variations.
I don't live in San Diego, dude. We do have a Mexican place. Mike, just hit me up. I think if you're still at the same address, I can just ship it there. But we have a Mexican place now down the street. We've been getting some stuff. Empanadas they make are really good. We had this platter that had their fried chicken was stupid good. Like I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know a Mexican dish was fried chicken.
Yeah, I don't know what you're dealing with on the East Coast. You need to come out to the West Coast and eat some Mexican food.
I mean, these are like people from Mexico.
It's still different. San Diego versus LA Mexican food is totally different.
I signed on my new apartment Tuesday. If you know my story, you understand. Okay. Does that mean you have a new address or what? Shoot me the new address. Do it now if you can, because I'm gonna print this and ship it right now.
Cool, man. Well, go eat some tacos. Yeah. Get to the airport.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Minus the tacos, and I'll eat something else. But I guess I'll see you tomorrow, dude.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Stoked.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming out. I wanted to at least do something since I'm not doing the live tonight. Check out the Knife Junkie podcast with Bob. I did tell Stasa that the time slot would be open, but I think he's got family stuff going on. But maybe, never know. You could see Stasa go live. And I don't know if anybody else does it live. Oh, Grumpy, of course. Grumpy's on. I think it's 6, so check that out. I'm trying to get him over 1,000 subs, so go check out Grumpy Grunt. And if you're going to Blade Show West, come hit me up, table 9E. And if you're not, I'm going to talk to you anyway in a couple days. So hope you guys have an absolutely great day. Thank you for coming out. Mike, I'm going to get this out to you now. I love you guys. Thank you, mods. Stacy, thank you very much. Josh, everybody else. Peace.